Alright, you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I know I look a little crazy, but I'm in the mood to organize. So we're gonna do a stop my shop, my stash. I haven't done one of these in a really long time, and my makeup bin is pretty heavy, and I'm kind of bored with makeup right now. So I want to go through, switch it up, test some of my old products out, play with them some more. So let's go ahead and go through my makeup. I'm not sure if I will be decluttering anything, and none of my skincare is really in here. So if you guys want to see a skincare video, let me know and I'll show you all of my skincare products that I use. So let's go ahead and dive in. So here's my everyday makeup bin. I have some new products in here and stuff. And then here's my old makeup bin. It has a bunch of stuff in here as well. So there's some things that I want to play with, some things that I want to rediscover, some things that I haven't used in a while. So let's go ahead and dump this all out, sort through it, and go through this, pick out what I'm going to be doing. If you guys saw my vlog, you saw that I also went through my markers and I threw a bunch of stuff away. So that'll be in my weekly vlog. This is going to be its own separate video though. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's a quick little overview of some products. This is all eyeshadow palettes. This is all kind of like a bronzer palette, a blush palette, and highlighter palette. This is all blushes, highlighters. This is primers and setting sprays. Two more primers, a couple more primers. I have foundations, brow products. I'm almost done with my other brow pencil from e.l.f. So I'm gonna keep those two because one of them is gonna be moved into my miniature makeup bag, which has like my mascaras, eyeliner, lash glue, concealer, those kind of things. So I have setting powders, bronzers, kind of like lip products. I have a liquid eyeliner in there, an eyeshadow, and a liquid blush. I have a man-made mascara that I just found that I have not used yet, but I'm going to. I'm going to put that in my miniature makeup bag. And then, like I said, eyeshadow palettes. So let me go through some things that I know I can get rid of right off the bat. I don't like this. Don't like it at all. It's got like chunky glitter in it that's gold, and it's a shimmer finish cream pigment for eyes, lips, and cheeks. Not my vibe. Getting rid of this. So I didn't really use my Laura Mercier bronzer, so I'm going to set this off to the side and hopefully use this. I know I'm going to try to use more of my Juvia's Place, so those two are going to be my two bronzers. These I'm going to put back in my makeup bin. Let's see. This powder is really almost finished. There's like a little tiny bit. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like a little tiny bit left. Like again, I'm running out of setting powders and I don't know what to use. So if you guys have any recommendations on some favorite setting powders, comment them down below so that way I can most definitely try to use more setting powder. But I'm going to try to get, these are my last two. I don't think I have any more, so I'm going to save these. This has a broken highlighter in here, but I think I'm going to try to keep it. This is one of my favorites for just picking a random color and popping it in my inner corner. That's staying with me. This is staying with me because it's new and I think I've played with it once or twice. I have been mainly using cream blush. So that's that. This is going back into my other makeup bin. This, I believe, is empty. Orgasm blush. Did not play with this, I think, other than once, maybe. I'm gonna stick this in with this month's and try to use this. I don't know if I want to keep the ColourPop blush or the Milani blush. Really like them both. I feel like I've played with the Milani one more than the ColourPop one. Let me set this one off to the side and try to use the ColourPop one. This is the blush in Peachy Paradise from Ofra. Don't know if I made much of a difference in here. I think we're gonna use a different one. I think I might use Sweet Stuff. So highlighters, keeping this one in here because I want to make more of a dent. I hit pan in here, if you guys can see that. So yay for hitting pan in here. She's gonna go back in my collection. Then I have the Sea Shimmer blush, which is very pink. Again, rarely used it, so it's gonna go back. All right, so we got primers and foundations to sort through. So this is almost out. I think I have a couple more uses of this, so I'm setting this to the side. This is the Pore Professional. This is the hydrating one. I think I also have like one more use out of this. So this is going to be put in my makeup bag. I'm going to be using this soon. So here we have more. I have the Tarte Double Duty Primer. I'm going to go ahead and put this back. I have the Impossible Primer. I think I'm halfway done with this, possibly. This is such a good primer. Hydrating, pore filling. I really like it. So with that being said, I think I'm going to see what else I have in my collection. This I'm going to go ahead and put back. It's not my jam right now. I have used it quite a bit. I think I'm halfway done, or at least 1/4 done with this one. I'm going to put that one back. I have a little bit left of this, so I'm going to be putting this in here. I have the Pore Professional Super Setter. I only have 2 setting sprays right now, so I'm going to try to keep both of those. For foundations, I have a little bit left of this one, so I'm going to be keeping this. Then I have not really used the Pretty Fresh one, so I'm going to continue to try to use this again this month. For this one, I have used this so much. I got this in a BoxyCharm, so I'm going to go ahead and try to put this back. I'm not going to use this right now. I'm going to save it for my next round. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one back. This is the Morphe Filter Effect 3-in-1. So I've been really focusing on that Pure Lace one. I think I'm going to try to use this as well. All right, we have eyeshadow palettes here. So Flower is kind of like a purple palette. I don't think I'm going to use this anymore, so I'm going to set this to the side. My Norvina palette, oh, I use this so much. I continuously, if I can open it, hit pan on it. And I think I want to get the new Prime Rose palette. That's been heavy on my mind. So I think I'm going to put this back. Let's Play. I didn't use this as much as I wanted to, but I'm going to go ahead and put this back because it reminds me more of like spring, fun spring colors, fun summer and spring. Was not a big fan of this palette at all. I think I'm going to return it or sell it on Mercari. I'm not sure, just because the fact that like it wasn't pigmented. It was like I was trying to constantly blend and everything was blending together as into one shade, and it was just not my favorite. So I'm gonna go ahead and not use this. I have the Ciate I Am a Woman, What's Your Superpower palette. I like this palette a lot, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back. Blush Crush palette. This is new. I'm gonna continuously play with this one. Menage a Moi palette. You guys know this has been one of my favorites. I am really close to hitting pan on this shade here. So I'm going to keep playing with this palette until I hit pan on that shade. I don't know about this palette, you guys. I'm not the biggest fan of it. So I'm just going to set this to the side. This is just something when I'm working on shadows. Let me see if there's anything in here. Nope, nothing in here. This is the Lemon Toe palette. I've been using this a lot recently. I think I'm going to grab a different color pop palette for funsies. So I'm going to move this off to the side. I have the Fade into Hue palette. I like to keep this in here for when I want to do something fun and colorful. So I'm going to continue to keep that in here. This is like another, oh, there we go. Some shades in here. Another one of my palettes when I'm making eyeshadows, I just keep that. This is the Mean Girl palette. Oh, hello, open. Well, here's the colors on the back. I'm just gonna put this back. I thought it was cute as a collector's item. Fun little sparkle shades in here. Just something that I wanted to have to add to my collection. So, yeah. So we are switching back and picking through some primers and foundations. And I do see some foundations that I want to continue to use. I have the e.l.f. Camo Cc Cream. This went viral on TikTok, and as you can see, I have this much left. So I'm going to continue to use this. Let's see. I have the Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. I have Born This Way. Then I have the Fenty Beauty. I think I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay, just because I see that I've also used that a lot. Let's see. I think I might go in with the Pretty Fresh primer. And then save these two for another time. Alright, so next we have blush, bronzer, highlight. So I think I'm going to use Sweet Stuff, which is this beautiful blush here from Ofra. So I'm going to use that. The rest of these is going to go away for now. Well, maybe I'll do one drugstore blush too. I'll do the Wet n Wild one. So those two can go away. Let's see. I think I might use this blush with this highlighter, which I think is Glazed Donut. Yes. So I'm going to use this one. Actually, I might use both of them just for fun, because as you can see, I hit pan on one of my favorite highlighters, which is this bad boy right here. This is, I want to say, what's the name of it? Moon Dance, which is beautiful. Beautiful highlighter. So I think I'm going to set that up to the side and use these two. Let's see, for bronzer, I think I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty one, just because I've used the NARS more than I've used Fenty Beauty. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. These are going to go back. So here are the three palettes that I'm picking. This is the Bambi ColourPop collab. This is Thumper. I really like this shade in the middle called I'm Thumpin'. I think it's a really pretty color story for fall, November. So that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using whatever palette from ColourPop as well. As you can see, I've used this palette a lot last year, so I'm going to use it again this year. I have the, I want to say 35M. This is the Boss Mood palette from Morphe. Has a bunch of nice greens, reds, purples, perfect for fall. So I'll show you guys everything that I'm going to be using for the next couple months. I'm obviously going to add more things, like more palettes and stuff, just because I know that I do want the Prime Rose palette. There are probably some other palettes that are going to be coming out shortly that I'm going to be wanting, because it's going to be holiday season soon and I can get a lot of stuff for really good prices. So that's probably what I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you guys everything that I'm going to be using for the next couple months. So here's a quick overview of all of the, sorry, my finger's in the way, all of the products that I'm using. So I have a bunch of eyeshadow here. So in total, we'll count how many eyeshadow palettes I am using. So we got 1, 2, 3. Here's 4, 5, and 6 different eyeshadow palettes. Let's check and see how many different highlighters I got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 different highlighters. For bronzers, we have 1, 2, 3. For powders, we got 3. For blushes, we have 1, 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. 5. You guys know how much I love my blushes, and I have to have a liquid blush that I would like to try and a blush that I've been trying out. So next up, we have primers. We have 1 primer, 2, 3, and 4 primers. Next up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 foundations. One of them that I hope to fully use up, and another one that I hope to get up to about here. So, or fully use up. Next I have 2 setting sprays. This one's halfway empty. This one I think is almost halfway empty as well. And then we have 3 setting powders. One I think is almost done. Like I have 1 setting section left, hopefully, maybe. And then I have 2 other ones. I have 2 resets on my brow pencils, and that's about it. Like I said, keep out for haul videos, just because you never know, I might decide to pick up a couple of things. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed my Shop My Stash. Comment below what your favorite product is, or if you guys have any recommendations on products that you guys have that's an everyday staple that I should most definitely try out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment, like, down below. So bye guys.